Hey,
How are you?
oh, I am good, exhausted, but good. Okay, I think that, well, let's see. I know. How about I start over here? I'll wing it, right? Um, I think that what I got the most out of, besides, was recognizing wins. And it's not always like the big things that you think something is. Like when you are looking at manifesting something, it can come in a form of an item. It can come in a form of somebody sharing something with you that you didn't know about information. So I think that that was a lot. And then also those pieces, so when I talk about monetary or items, so when we moved to Florida, is I on one of your programs, or one of Keri's programs, I said that I wanted to get some free furniture. And so not only did we bought some from the place that was Big Lots, and we ended up getting like about 5 pieces for free simply because of the sale when we bought them. And then not only after that, we ended up getting some very high-end furniture at no cost through some of the homes that my husband was remodeling. And so we were able to get a brand new dining room set with some beautiful chairs, a mirror. There was a rug that was worth almost $6,000 that we got.
Well,
So all of those pieces is maybe it's not the cash piece of it, but also look at the other pieces that are coming in. Like Keri talks a lot about that free cup of coffee at Starbucks. It can be sometimes even more than that. And those are wins that if you don't look for those, you can miss them.
yeah, the
So
value.
that was a big, yeah. So that was huge for me. The other piece that I will forever be grateful to Keri for is getting myself to get motivated to start my business. I'm pivoting right now in the process, but I would have never started had I not taken. And I'm sorry, Keri, I can't remember what the name of the program was.
Prosperity pillars. That was the prosperity pillars, the business one. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And so sometimes, even though you feel like you have to have everything put in place, you don't always have to have everything put in place. You can start it and then you can create it as you go. And that's something that was difficult for me because I felt like I needed to have my program done. I needed to have, this done and that done. I'm not to where I want to be yet. But it has given me the ability to know that I can do it, and that the results that can come from that once I have settled myself to one thing. But like I said, I'm in the process of pivoting with a different thought process on the business that I'm doing. And from there, it feels good. And it's also recognizing your intuition and those soft reminders that you get when you ask. And Keri will talk a lot about this to all of you, is when you ask the question, like, what should I do, is listen for those answers that come, and they come in different ways. My question is sometimes you can do things and maybe they don't work, and it doesn't mean it's not the right step. It's try it something different. And sometimes if it's not working, ask that question. Well, what should I do? How should I do that? And then those answers do come. And sometimes it's not immediate. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but don't give up in the process, and being consistent is huge. And that's the other piece that right now I haven't been consistent, and I can tell that Keri will remind you to be consistent. And that is part of manifesting too, is you have to do actionable steps. And she'll talk to you a lot about that too. So great pieces of advice. And I feel like in the 2 classes that I've taken, and I've taken a couple free ones with her, um, I have gotten a ton out of it, and eternally grateful. So yes, thank you, Keri.
Yeah, you've done well. You've done well. And I just want to just add to that you didn't have an online program, right?
No.
You didn't have anything. You were doing something locally. And I'm such a proponent for moving certain things online for everybody because of
Yes.
the opportunities. And within 48 hours, you were off and running with just
Yep.
the idea of it, but you were able to market it.
Exactly. And those are the pieces. And don't be afraid, even though sometimes you guys are going to feel like, oh my word, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready. is, you know what, sometimes you just got to jump and you know you can swim. So you know what you have inside of you. It's the fear, and that's the other piece that Keri really brings a part of, is recognizing your fear, recognizing your money thermometer, and recognizing those blocks that can kind of stop you to turn into more self-sabotage. So those are pieces that if you're not being successful, why? Because if you're not thinking that way, or if you're not moving forward that way, then you won't, because you'll always find a reason not to do it.
Exactly. You're right. You're right. That's a big part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's so many pieces. I'm sure I'm not hitting all of them, but
okay, that's all right. Yeah, you've done well. I know. I'm excited for you.
But yeah, no, Dan and I many times I'll be like, but Keri says, you know how she said this, and we have to have faith that this is going to move through. We can't, stop doing this out of fear. We have to, you can't say, oh, we don't have money. That's the big thing, is if you guys are, doing that and you're saying, I don't have the money for this, is reword that. Maybe you don't have the money right now, but if you're living in the space, as Keri will teach you, that you already have your business up and going and successful, there's other ways of saying that I don't have money. There's ways that you can say, I'm going to wait until my second order comes in, or, I'm something along the lines of, it's so exciting to have it. And I'm enjoying it already, even though you don't have it, believe it, and it will come. Yeah. I've been just amazed when you change your thinking, and as weird as that seems, when you change your thinking, is you see the opportunities and they come to you. And that's what Keri helps you do, is to change the way you think so that you can manifest and things come to you through thought, which seems strange, but true.
Yeah, exactly. Everything that we were taught is not true. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and like you've said before, is all thoughts are energy. Everything's energy, and everything started from a thought. And I want to say back to one of your probably early tapes, is you picked up a pencil and you said, this pencil started with a thought. Is we wouldn't have a pencil if somebody hadn't said, hey, I wonder if I could make a pencil. Right. So, but then it's that actionable, you have to do something to make it happen. You can't sit there and do nothing. You still have to do some actionable things.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a million things. Like I said, always I'm like, let's see, I remember Keri saying this, or I hear your voice. It's like your mom.
That's what I hear from people. I was at the car dealership and I heard, just let it happen. We have no idea how it's going to happen, but that's the best part, because we don't have to figure it out.
Well, exactly. And I can even say that is like when I went to buy my car, and I'm sitting in my little convertible I got when I was down in Florida, when we moved down here. And when I went there, I went to buy a used one because I figured that would fit in my budget. See, even with Keri's help, I still need help buying myself. And as we were looking, and I drove a brand new one, and I loved it because it was a stick shift. And that's what I'm driving now. And it hasn't changed our life at all. So
I love that. I love it.
Yeah, it fit right into our budget.
Yeah, which is universal abundance budget.
Exactly. And sometimes I sit back and I think, oh, that's so strange that it all works out like that. But it's doing it and believing. And even when you fear, you get that little edge where it feels like fear. It's like you don't move forward unless you have a little bit of that, and it's uncomfortable. You just have to believe.
Exactly. I love it. Thank you very much. You've done well.
Oh, you are welcome. Yes. Yeah.
Good. I'm excited for you guys. Talk just a little bit about that, about what you're doing and offering.
Yeah, so I have gluten-free products that I do. I have a flour mix that I created 14 years ago with my kids' approval on the taste. They were my tasters, and I wanted something that was healthy. So the gluten-free mix that I created is a healthier option than what you see online. And the taste, I've done many, many taste tests, and you can see my videos if you wanted to on my Facebook page, Chanda, about the comparisons. You can see them, and I know you can't taste them online, but the taste is completely different. There's actually flavor in them. It's not just an empty piece of product, I guess, just to fill the void. And then, so I do that. I have some like a Thanksgiving step by step, basically right now is up there. I'm doing a 12 days of Christmas cookie baking. So it's a different Christmas cookie for the 12 days. I'm a little bit behind on getting pictures posted through the move, but there will all be there. It's a Facebook group page. So if anyone's interested in that, I have that. And the pivot that I'm doing is going to be based on meals and that are going to be created gluten-free and nutritious, but they're going to be cooked for two. So I come from having 5 kids, and I've cooked for a family of 7 for over 25 years. I have a really hard time cooking for 2 people. so my thing is that's my is cooking for 2. So, and it'll be gluten-free, it'll be nutritious, it'll be from farmers markets in the area. So you'll get to watch me pick things from the farmers market and then create them into something that is very healthy and good. So even if you're not gluten-free, it'll be good for you too. So that's kind of where I'm headed with that. And then some different programs coming, but that's kind of where the direction I'm going to go for right now.
Good. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. I love that.
Yes. So it'll be some fun. I'm excited once I'm a little bit more settled to find all the farmers markets and start going.
Oh yeah, your stories are great too. I enjoy watching them.
So the kind of the tagline will be is food freedom, because you can find good food anywhere and it can be local anywhere. So watch for when we start traveling to see our kids. Okay. I'll be in farmers markets all over.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. I love that. Sounds like a reality show in the making.
Well, and I want to say that this is all due to what you helped me believe that I could do it and that it's actually possible to do. I've seen now from the little bit that I've dabbled, and I know I've only dabbled, but it's reality and it can happen. So it's now just continuing that process and being consistent in what I'm doing on a daily basis. So yes.
So within 48 hours with just the bullet points of the gluten-free direction into the program, which was just minimally created.
Yes.
You had a free masterclass or free program that you were offering. And then right away, like within a week you had it filled, or how many people did you have?
I ended up having 18 people and I opened it up to 10. So I had 18 people that was learning how to use and about gluten-free grains.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's how quick it can happen. I love it.
Exactly. And it can, as crazy as it is, it works.
A little bit of belief, right? A little bit of belief.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Keri.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Wish you guys all the best and Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
You betcha, you too. Take care.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.